In the world of hip-hop, music videos often go one of three ways. They flex their money, they flex their women, or they flex both. And while these music videos do well for rappers pushing a materialistic and money-driven lifestyle, if you want to actually stand out as an artist, throwing some prop money at the club for a video probably won't cut it. If you want to create a lasting impression on the viewer, you have to connect with the audience and give them a reason to keep watching. Tyler, the Creator, is one of the greatest artists when it comes to doing just that. He creates music videos that are engaging and won't be forgotten 10 minutes after watching it. In this video, I'm going to go over 3 rules Tyler, the Creator follows to make engaging and interesting music videos, including examples from 3 different music videos he has directed. After watching this video, you should be well equipped to creating better music videos that will not only engage your audience, but grow it. So you have a video idea. Well, that's great, but the viewer doesn't care unless you can prove that within the first 20 to 30 seconds. Which leads us to our first rule of making a good music video. You need to create intrigue. You have to immediately show the viewer why they need to stay to watch the rest. This is especially important to a possible new fan who might have their first impression of you through your music video. It is very similar to making a regular YouTube video and having a hook. Tyler, the Creator, has done this very well throughout his career, but once you really set your name as a legend in the genre you're working in, your fans don't really need a reason to stay and watch. So we need to look at some of Tyler's earlier works for this. The oldest music video on his YouTube page might just be the perfect example. I'm of course talking about his 2017 hit featuring A$AP Rocky, Who Dat Boy. Now yes, I know Tyler already had a fan base, but by making these intriguing visuals, it helped him to grow a bigger fan base, while also continuing to strengthen his already existing one. How did this video create intrigue? Well, let's look at the first 30 seconds. It's all one shot. Tyler is obviously working on some sort of project, indicated by both his body language and the occasional sparks and light flashes. The tension is built here in 2 ways. 1, through the camera slowly pushing toward Tyler, and 2, through the music itself. It sort of starts with just some trumpet kind of sounds, then builds up with intense violin leading to the drop. And on the drop, whatever Tyler was working on blows both itself and part of his face up. Through just one shot, Tyler was able to build tension and create intrigue for the viewer to want to watch more. What is he working on? When's the song gonna kick in? Why does he have a poster from Leonardo DiCaprio's rendition of Romeo and Juliet? This leaves the viewer wanting more, most likely what they want being answers. Now, how do we give them these answers? Well, it's through the story you tell, which is rule 2, you need to tell a story. Tyler has always been a storyteller both visually and and musically. One of the stronger stories is in his music video, See You Again, featuring Kali Uchis. The song seems to be telling a story of someone who has fallen in love with somebody else, but that someone is unattainable. However, the music video tells a more specific story. Tyler plays a sort of Navy member that is dreaming of this non-existent lover, which I believe is only non-existent in his circumstances out at sea. This is a very important part of your storytelling in your music video. The music needs to connect with your visuals. They need to work in harmony. I'm not talking about being like, oh, I got a new Lambo, I might just touch you, bro. Then showing that, because, well, first of all, nobody wants to see you touching some dude. But also because, bro, we already heard what you said on Spotify 2 weeks ago. I want to see something different. I want a new story with intriguing visuals that trigger emotions. This is what Tyler does so well through his visuals. His warm color palettes and Wes Anderson style composition match the energy of this song about love. You can trigger any sort of emotions you want, but try to match the emotions that are being conveyed in your song. A little honorable mention here is in the Sky music video, Sky being a rap song by Playboi Carti. They destroy a bunch of stuff in a grocery store. These visuals mixed with the rage energy of the song trigger similar emotions that might make you want to do something like trash an entire grocery store. We see this rebel rage behavior carry over into his fan base, specifically at Carti's shows. And that comes down to knowing what your audience wants to see based on the emotions they feel while listening to your music. So let's recap. Rule 1, intrigue, should trigger thoughts and have the viewer hooked. Rule 2, storytelling should trigger emotions and have the viewer connected. But what keeps them watching? Well, that brings us to Rule 3. But before we get to that, let's hear a quick word from our sponsor. In a world of constant visual stimulation and social media posts, lazily done art for your music just won't cut it anymore. But I can't find any artists that want to work with me or my budget. Oh, okay. You haven't heard of evolvisuals.com, the best website to order custom cover art, flyers, and track lists from a real artist for affordable prices. Okay, yes, this is my website, and it's not really a sponsor, but I mean, come on, there really isn't a better place to get your art done. For the lowest price at just $25, you can get all the custom art you need for your music. And you know what? Since you watch all the way to here, I can tell you care about succeeding as an artist. So use EVO15 at checkout for 15% off your order. Okay, back to the video. So you have the viewer engaged, but you want to keep them engaged throughout. Well, this is where Rule 3, progression, comes in. Progression is the process of developing or moving gradually towards a more advanced state. This helps build your story and make the whole video become more and more valuable to the viewer the longer they watch it. Tyler executes this flawlessly in his music video for one of his most popular songs, Earthquake. The progression starts really when Tracy Ellis Ross says,
"If you could during your performance do your best to not smoke any cigarettes or anything that smokes or lights fire. I would like that because that's dangerous, and I am actually allergic to the smoke from fire. Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, he sings a song, he starts chiefing as soon as Cardi's verse comes on, and guess what happens? Yeah, everything catches on fire. And this progression in the story is simple but extremely effective. There is allusion to the events through the warning Tracy gave. The events happen because Tyler starts smoking, and the events escalate or progress throughout the music video, eventually causing everything to burn down. The song, like I mentioned before, connects the same energy as the video, with the emotions of tragedy or loss as he says, "Don't leave, it's my fault," as everything burns down. Also, when he says, "When it all comes crashing down, I need you," he literally crashes down. Then at the very end, Tyler the Creator becomes Tyler the Firefighter. Oh my god! There's one more bonus tip that I would like to mention, which is just something helpful if you can pull it off, but something Tyler has been able to achieve through building his portfolio of music videos. And that is having a visual style. This kind of happens naturally with some artists, and some have very specific styles they try to copy throughout. This is especially common during album rollouts. I mean, if we look at every music video for Call Me If You Get Lost, Tyler's most recent album, they all have very similar colors, composition, and overall feel to the visuals that match the energy of the album as well. So there you have it. There are some great rules to follow to create engaging videos that will actually connect with your audience. If you take anything away from this video, definitely listen to that last tip about trying to have a consistent visual brand in your music videos, as that breeds familiarity, and familiarity can turn an average viewer into a diehard fan over time. Leave a comment on what artist visuals you want to see a video on next, and make sure to subscribe for more videos like this. Also, make sure to follow my Instagram because I update people a lot on there, and I might be selling some one-of-one art on my page before the feature hits the website. So yeah, thanks for watching and keep evolving.